Why Le Wagon? We know that each of you had a different reason for joining this boot camp. Some of you are looking to pivot in your positions. Some of you are looking to jump into a completely different career entirely. But regardless of your reasons, all of you are here to forge your own path toward a future that aligns with your personal goals. But the real reason why you're here, we understand, is for the empanadas and, for the community and for all of the care that we bring to you. So we loved having you be here. Yeah. Yay. Sorry, I told them I wouldn't embarrass them, and they're a little embarrassed. But in all seriousness, what is actually happening here at Le Wagon? So we teach the students the technical skills to enter into the fields of web development, data analytics, and data science and AI. So just as a brief overview, web development is focusing on both front and back end development, and we'll teach the students how to create a web app from scratch. Data analytics is going to be about building visual dashboards and cleaning data and creating a data story. And data science and AI is about focusing on the ins and outs of machine learning and Python. But that, I swear to you, is like a really gross oversimplification of what they've just done over the past, months. And tonight you'll have an opportunity to see what they've actually done in their final projects. So tonight we will have projects in both the web development and data science and AI boot camps. And throughout their studies, they have learned to code, but mostly to work and think like developers and data scientists. So now that you know about Le Wagon, let's start our demo day. And we are going to start with our web development bootcamp. So let me explain a little bit about their curriculum. Over the course of their bootcamp journey, they've mastered the fundamentals of coding and databases. They've tackled both front and back end development, all while building their skills step by step. So the program wraps up with a functional web application that they created from start to finish, transforming an initial concept into a fully designed and engineered product. So tonight, what you're going to be witnessing on this stage is a deployed website. It is not a prototype. They have actually done all of the coding in the back end. And it is showcasing their creativity, their technical expertise, and hard work. So our first project of the evening will be Yarnlore. Discover, track, and share your next fiber adventure. Whether you are a beginner, an expert, or somebody in between, Yarnlore is the perfect place to connect with fellow yarn lovers and bring your projects to life. And this was created by Danvi, Jasper, Abenizar, Pierre, and Lorena. And tonight we will have Jasper and Danvi to show you how it works. So come on up to the stage.
Okay. All right. So hi, everyone. My name is Jasper. So I've recently fallen in love with the hobby of crocheting. As a beginner crocheter, I found it really difficult to be able to find and source patterns online and really keep them in one specific area until I stumbled upon Yarnlore. So this is a really great website where I've been able to discover new patterns, see them in one spot, and connect with the wider community of people who enjoy doing crochet and knitting. So obviously within this community, I love being able to connect with some of my friends. I want to see what they've been up to, what they've been making, any of their original work. So I definitely want to see what Yarn Master has been up to. He's made a really cute crochet bunny for his newborn baby. I want to let him know that I think it's great work and his baby's probably going to love it. And obviously, a lot of other people think that it's really incredible as well. So I want to let them know I agree with them and that it's a great project. So now that I've seen Yarn Master put up his own work, I have actually finished my own project. So recently, I've made my own granny square. It was really difficult for me, mostly because I didn't really know how to start the project or count any of my stitches, which I think was a me problem and not really the pattern problem. But I'm really proud and want to show off some of my own work to all of my peers. So right now, as a beginner crocheter, I don't actually know how to build my own pattern, but I think that's something I want to be able to share with the rest of my friends eventually. So it's definitely something I can put up. Now that I finished my own project, I think it's time to move on to something new. I want to take a look at whatever patterns are available on Yarnlore and pick something out that could be useful to me. I know it's Montreal right now, it's getting a little warm, but I think I want to make myself a new beanie, something like a hat. Taking a look at bean leaf, it seems really interesting, but I think I want to start with an easy crochet beanie. Taking a look here, I can see exactly how to make this specific hat, the first row, second, and how to complete the project. I'm also able to see exactly what I need to pick up at the craft store eventually when I go and obviously spend too much money. But I'm looking for some new yarn, maybe a new needle, and obviously saving this for later when I go and make my own purchases. So I like to go explore what I've saved so far. This is obviously a really long laundry list of projects I'm going to do on my own time now that I'm not at Le Wagon. So I think I was inspired by Yarn Master to make a crochet cow. I think it's so cute. It's a Highland cow. Reading the instructions right now, unfortunately, I'm not really sure how to make a magic circle. It's a little bit advanced for me. So I think I'm going to speak to Pierre Pearl online, reaching out, and hopefully he'll be able to get back to me soon about exactly how to create a magic circle. So hopefully he'll be able to send me a message back. Amazing. He answered right away. What a coincidence. So he will be able to chat about the details moving on, but I can see that he also took a look at my most recent post, which is my granny square. I hope that other people have been able to see it too. So taking a look at some of my notifications, I can see Twist and Knit has left a comment. They seem to really like the pattern and the colors overall. So I want to be able to like what they've said. So overall, this website has really allowed me to connect with other people who share the same passion as me, who want to continue to grow as a crocheter, as well as continuing my progress in this hobby. So yeah, Yarnlore has been able to improve my overall experience.
Get a whole stand. Yay! Congratulations to our web dev students. Yay! And then to our last project for this evening will be with our data science and AI project. So in the data science bootcamp, students start by let me try that again. In our data science bootcamp, students start by mastering the fundamentals, Python, SQL, and statistics. Then they level up, they dive into machine learning and deep learning, and all of this falls under the umbrella of AI, which really just means using algorithms to handle a lot of uncertainty. So along the way, they learn how to analyze data sets and predict outcomes for problems that are so complex that people themselves can't do it. You need computer assistance. So for their final project, they built a model using open data repositories in an incredibly creative way. And tonight we'll get to see that work. So we have Smart Food, which is an innovative solution designed to simplify food label reading and help consumers make healthier choices with ease. Say goodbye to confusing labels and hello to smarter, healthier food choices with Smart Food. And this project was completed by Carmen, Michael, Juan, and Celeste. And we'll have Celeste and Juan explain it today. So welcome to the stage.
Hello. Yeah. Hello, everyone. We are so excited to be here tonight presenting our final project, Smart Food. But first, let me ask you a question. Do you think making healthy food choices is challenging? Yes. Well, personally, I relate a lot to this question because I'm a mother. As you can see, my daughter is here. And all the mothers here could reflect on that. We want to make really the good choices for our family. And that been really challenging recently because I think that all the problems that you found when you want to choose the right product, especially when it's come about the ingredients, all the nutrition and additive that the product might have, it's really complex because every time that I go to shop, I face this challenge of really understand the different levels of product that are usually really overwhelming and sometimes really confusing, and in long terms could lead really to have health issues really serious. So I started to search online, and I realized that actually I'm not alone on that. That 50% of the global consumers say that they barely understand nutrition labels, and more than 62% do not base their food choices in nutrition information. That is huge. I speak about that with Juan, Carmen, and Mike, and we were all agreed that we need to do something about this lack of understanding. And our vision is really simple. We want to increase the nutrition education and awareness. We want to improve accessibility to healthy food and promote a clear and simple way to interpret the food labeling. And in order to do that, we take this data set that is called Open Food Fact, that is an open source created by real consumers that contain more than 3 million products from 150 countries. And from there, we take 200,000 products that were based in USA and Canada, since we are here, and create a machine learning model that could take as an input the nutritional information of the product and get it as an output the healthiness score prediction, so we really see if that product that we are choosing is healthy or unhealthy for us and for all of us.
Thank you. So to analyze a product, what we do is that we scan the barcode. If the product is not in the Open Food Facts database, what we can do is we can take a picture of the nutritional facts that are on the box, and we get the information from the Open Food Facts, and we pass this information through our machine learning model. It's a random forest machine learning model. And then as an output, we can get the allergens, some dietary tags, the nutritional score, and some smart tips coming from an integration with OpenAI. So let's try our application. So as you can see, Celeste has a daughter, and she was looking for healthy options to give to her daughter, and she found this. This is a mac and cheese product. As you can see, it says that it's 80% organic ingredients, and we want to see if this is really healthy. Do you think with what the label says is healthy or not? Is it healthy? Okay, let's see what it says. So we are scanning the barcode. We take the picture. Let's give it some time. Just give 1 second. Try again. Okay, and we are getting the information from the product. As you can see, we get the picture from the database. We have all the information, the ingredients. We have these tags that tell you that the product is not 100% vegan, it's maybe vegetarian, it has palm oil free, it's not gluten free, and it's lactose free. And as you can see, it tells you that the product is suitable for some allergies like milk, peanut, fish, soybean, mollusk, but it's not suitable for gluten. And this is the healthy score. So you can see it's 49%, so it means it seems that it's not a good product, so don't give this to your kids. As you can see, it has high energy and caloric content, 1,550 80 kilojoules, is saturated in fats, it has a lot of sodium, and the density of nutrition is really low. So let's try another product. Carmen, my friend Carmen recommended that I try tahini. I don't know what is tahini, but let's see what this application says. So this is the barcode. So we are gonna scan it. In this case, we are selecting the image. Before we took a picture. And as you can see, this product is 100% vegan, is vegetarian, is palm oil free, gluten free, and lactose free. And you see the picture, the ingredients, and it's suitable for allergies to milk, peanut, fish, soybean gluten, and it's not suitable for sesame seeds. So the healthy score is 67%. So it's a good product. It's not the best one, but it's a good product. And as you can see, we have some useful insights about this product. It's rich in healthy fats. That's a good thing. It's vegan and organic, and it's certificated as that. So that is great. And its nutrition is rich in other nutrients. So let's try another product that Mike recommended. Those are some crackers that we can accompany with the sauce. And as you can see, we're gonna try to read the barcode. But in this case, the barcode or this product doesn't exist in Open Food Facts. So we're gonna use our other option. In this case, we are gonna take a picture of the nutrition facts label. And as you can see, it has low fats, it's good in fiber, low sugar, it has good amount of proteins, low in sodium. So what do you think, is this a good product or not? Yes? Okay, let's try to see what Smart Food says. So this is the healthiness score, it's 84%, so it's a really good product that you can try. And as you can see, as the label mentioned, it has high fiber content, it's low in added sugars and saturated fats, and it doesn't have trans fats or cholesterols. So of course, I'm gonna keep using this application every time I go to the store. So and this is our team. So this wouldn't be possible without the hard work of all this amazing team, Carmen, Celeste, Michael, and myself. And without the effort and the support of all our teachers. And thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. And after the demo day, feel free to approach the students. All of these projects are real because you see how there's like food up here. Celeste was quite literally took some of these products from the kitchen over here to test her model today. So this was all done like to test it today, and she was testing it on the pretzels that you're all going to be eating later, and you can ask her whether or not they're healthy or not. Okay. So yay! Congratulations! I only picked the best picture of our students, but we are very, very proud of you all. So congratulations. You have now graduated. You are no longer Le Wagon students. You are now Le Wagon graduates. And as such, we're going to grill you now. No, I'm joking. But we do have something special today, which because we only have the two, we have the opportunity to actually learn a little bit more about what's going on behind the scenes, about the coding, about the experience. And to do that, we actually invited 3 of our friends and specialists to help us out today. And I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. Yes, so we have Martin, Stefania, and Paul. And I'll let them introduce themselves really quickly. Bring the mic to you as soon as the mic is active. It is not. So I will just, oh, yes, it is. They're going to sit here because I'm going to ask the students at this point in time to bring the stools up and sit up around here. And while our panelists introduce themselves. You were first, so.
Hi, my name's. I have to talk a little closer. Eh? Hi, my name is Paul. I did Le Wagon, the web dev batch, I guess 3 years ago now, and ever since I've been teaching here. I did teach the web development batch, just this batch, so I have a little bit of insight into their project, but I'm still excited to grill them all the same.
If there's no grilling, I was being funny.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stefania, and I'm a fresh teacher here at Le Wagon. I'm also an AI director for the healthcare system here in Quebec, and also lead of Women Tech Makers Montreal.
Hi, I'm Martin. I did the web bootcamp in 2017, and yeah, I work as a software engineer at a company called Vention.
Well,
that's true. I taught Paul.
So thank you for coming. I'm going to allow you to start by asking the students a question, and then I'll pass the mic to them.
Okay, yes, I'll start. I guess my question is for the data science team. I don't know much about data science, so I'm curious, from my perspective, what about your project might have been surprisingly hard to implement, and what might have been surprisingly easy, because I know there's lots of tools to help and problems to solve.
So it was not a surprise, but was really, we were expected because it's an open source database. So it's created by real consumers that upload information of the product. So it's really dirty. So it was really challenging to download all the information, clean it, to have the right features to work with our machine learning model. That was the most challenging part that took us more time, but yeah.
And the other thing is we had to integrate different libraries, for example, to scan the barcodes, to read the images, to get the output from OpenAI. So that was really challenging to get all together and get this result.
Okay, so I have a question for both groups. So my question is, do you have already some plans for the future on how to make your application big and bigger?
Bigger and better, is that what you said?
Better, no, I think it's already good, but something for the future.
There was a couple of things you were trying to fix this morning, but Elvis told us probably stop pushing today, but we definitely had some things we wanted to improve. I think some of the plans were maybe integrating AI into creating some of the crochet patterns that we had online instead of scraping them, which was a real pain, I will say. So yeah, I think that was something that we wanted to plan on doing eventually. Do you guys want to talk?
For things more we wanted to add, I think we had a few things. We really wanted to focus more on like the social media aspect of it, and there's so much you can do with that. We wanted to add like live video chats and so many fun things that now that we know how to do it would be easy to implement.
I don't know if they want to answer online.
Carmen, are you okay to answer the question?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you listening?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not seeing you guys, but I guess I'm there. Hello, everyone. We actually had a lot of things that we wanted to work on as next steps. We wish we had more time to develop more our application. So we were thinking our next big step here would be to suggest healthier options, because our application is telling you, okay, this probably is not good enough, but okay, what do I do? What is better than this, right? In the case of Celeste buying things for her kid, is like, okay, but what is better than this mac and cheese? So we wanted to add that to our application, and also like maybe tell you where can you find all those alternative options, right? Like a map showing, okay, you can find this in this store, in this other store, like, and give the user more information and more power to eat healthier. So that was one thing that we were thinking about, and then maybe suggest recipes to make with that product that you are scanning, right? Like, Juan was mentioning. So Juan was mentioning here that I suggested him that tahini, but he didn't know how to use it. So probably like maybe the app can suggest here another recipe that he can follow to use this tahini that I recommended, right? And then another feature that we're thinking also about was making barcode automatic instead of just having to take a picture or upload a picture, just like hover over the barcode with the phone, and then you automatically read the barcode and give all this really good information. So I can continue listing more and more things here, but I think I said enough. We have big plans because we dream big. We are a team that really dreams. Yeah, I don't know if that gives you enough information about it, but we were excited about continuing working on this.
I had a question for the data project. I was really curious to know, one, for the first item you scanned, it said vegetarian maybe, and then the other one just said vegetarian. I think it said vegetarian, full vegetarian or something. And I was curious to know how is it maybe vegetarian? How are you not able to get the full answer for that?
Yeah, I think Carmen wants to answer this one.
I can take that one too. So the maybe vegetarian is because it doesn't seem that to have any ingredient that is not vegetarian. Okay, so the product seems vegetarian. However, and given now today's environment and social opinions about vegan and vegetarian, we didn't want to put 100% vegetarian if we were 100% sure. So unless we knew like that product was 100% vegetarian, if the ingredients didn't contain anything that seemed vegetarian, we just put, okay, this is maybe vegetarian. I don't know if that answers the question.
That's very interesting. I guess this question applies to both teams, but if you could like rewind time 2 weeks and restart this exact same project, but with all the knowledge that you learned while you did it, what would you do differently? What's the main thing you do differently?
Do you guys want to answer? Me? Okay. I think one of the main things we would do differently is definitely focus on one of the main user stories that we kind of forgot and left out halfway through the week. It's like someone told us to definitely write these down and walk through it, but I think we missed it, I will say. Adding in patterns last minute definitely caused our own team and Elvis maybe to have a bit of a heart attack. But thankfully we were able to pull it off. But I definitely think we would start with that. And then maybe we would have gotten AI into it as well, but we left that a little too late into the week. But I think that's definitely something we would have done differently. You guys have any other answers?
I was gonna say nothing, but if I could go back in 2 weeks, I would still tell them no AI, because the AI gave us the wrong instructions for how to make a pattern. Never put the AI in there. You're gonna end up making something terrible.
Okay. Mike?
Sure. One thing that I think we could have done differently is learn how to use the collaborative software, learn how to use GitHub, because we were all working very hard on different parts of the project, and to learn how to integrate it better would have been something that we could have started doing from the very beginning. Otherwise, I think it went very, very well. But that is something that jumped out at me. That if we knew better how to use GitHub and how to code collaboratively, I think we would have been able to produce even more in maybe a bit less time.
One thing I would have done was to choose a different group. No, I think one of the main issues was that we did not have 100% of the ideas being clear with everybody. So sometimes maybe we might interpret certain ideas in one way or the other. And what we implemented in the coding, there could have been conflicts at times where we might have had different ideas, but we were able to get through it and do a good job. So, yeah.
That pretty much sums it up. Like having a good communication and everything clear from the start does help a lot. But we made it work, and it was fun.
Only minimal screaming matches.
Well, I have a question again, is for everybody, I think. What is the moment you will remember for your whole life about this journey?
Probably about halfway through when I actually figured out what I was doing, and I was like, oh my God, am I smart? We're still not sure, but at least for a little bit, I felt really smart, and I think that was the best part. I guess maybe the friends too.
I think definitely there's always like a point where you push your limits, and you thought actually you had a certain limit at some place, and then the teachers just sit down with you, and they're like, no, you can't do this. Like, let's just split it in very small pieces. Like, you'll see, you'll make it. And when you actually do, you're like, oh my God. Just a surprise.
I would say it's two things. One is, well, Denvi said it, but having friends for life. And also, it's the moment where it kind of triggers, everything kind of starts to make sense, and the flow starts to become more smooth. And you just don't know when it happens or how it happens. But when it does, it's something that you can notice the difference in the before and after.
It's something that will last forever. Probably testing your code like a lot. Definitely testing before you push to your app that breaks constantly. I think that's definitely going to stay with me. And some of the advice that some of the teachers gave to us, I think will last me a long time as a developer. But definitely being a little bit more thorough, and also possibly learning how to spell. I think that was my biggest issue. Things were never spelt the same. Still don't think I know how to spell yarn, but we'll see.
So you know that you are in tech, so you know that this is just the beginning. You need to keep learning every time, and this is never ending. So, yeah.
Well, for me, it's a huge achievement. I have an approach on data analytics before, but not in data science at all. And I remember the first day with Mandu, where I was really shocked about the terminal and how to use it. And now it's kind of part of your skin. And that is, it's really amazing. I feel how much we have developed and improved in short period of time. You guys want to talk? Carmen, Mark?
So if I had to say something, I would say exactly what you said, Celeste. That first day that we were setting everything up, we haven't even started, and we had to put some things in the terminal. CD, what is CD? What is this? What is PWD? What is this? I remember ending that first day and start crying, like, I don't know what I'm doing, like, this is too hard. And that is not even the start, like, that's just basic now, right? After everything we've gone through. So I will remember that. And then other thing that we were talking about when we were remembering this week, past times, that I'm originally from Spain. So throughout these 6 months, I actually been in Spain 3 times. So connecting to classes at 12, like at 1 o'clock in the morning, it was crazy. So, and I did it. So those 2 things I will remember forever.
And my answer is also very similar to Celeste's. The moments that I remember the most aren't just when we didn't really know what we were doing and we were just learning, but when we remembered that we didn't know what we were doing and realized how much we had learned in quite a small amount of time as well. So that really strikes me as something important. We were quite lost at one point, and it seems absurd to have not even known that several months later.
More questions?
Yeah, I had another question. It was, again, for data science, the health score. I'm just really curious to the health score. I mean, it just is like, it's an arbitrary number. Where'd you get it? What does it mean? Who does it for? Because I think that the app is very broad, right? And people are so different. The health score could be so different for different people. Like I have to really avoid salt in my own life, so that would change the health score for certain items that might seem healthy for other people. So I was kind of curious to know where the number came from and how it was created.
Yeah.
The health score, it is in some ways arbitrary, and it's definitely not personalized to individuals. All it is a combination of the two scores given by Open Food Facts. One is called the Nutri-Score, which itself is a combination of various nutrients and ingredients that go into making up the score. And the other is a degree of processed foodness, how processed the food is. And so those two are combined to give a numerical scale in just one dimension. And so there's a way to implement machine learning in the application. So in most ways, it comes directly from Open Food Facts. It's only slightly altered for our purposes.
I guess it's not exactly about the project, but I mean, while you were working on the final project, I was wondering if you've been sort of inspired to build some other thing based on your experience.
Yeah, I think that Jasper and I have been speaking. We're interested in possibly developing his app that he pitched earlier in the bootcamp. I think that Divi Trip would be interesting, being able to put that together, which is a little bit of a travel app. Being a type A friend, being able to put everything in one spot for people's travels is definitely something I'm interested in doing, being the group organizer for that. So it's something we've definitely discussed.
Yeah, our portfolios are very bare bones. So starting Monday, Danvi and I are making our own little company where we make apps that no one's ever going to use, but it's going to look pretty on my portfolio.
I've been doing some networking during this program and meeting developers that were very open and very helpful with their advice. And want to help a friend with some landlord analyzing app to help people identify when you have a contract that is out of bounds compared to the law and things like that. And he's teaching me a lot of stuff, but that's where we're gonna start with.
Yes.
It's mystery.
Yes, no, it's mostly focused, like there are ideas, especially when we have problems and in our personal lives, how can we be able to solve it? So one of the ideas that I pitched for the pitch session, which I won't go too much into details because I don't want people stealing it. No, it's a scheduling app with certain features that we're definitely going to be looking into working on after the bootcamp, especially using the experience that we've had in the past 2 weeks with the guidance of everyone here at Le Wagon. So it's going to be exciting.
We can't, everybody.
Do we have time? Yeah. Okay. And in our case, where we have really interesting ideas when we come to choose a project. Mine was to have a way to interpret a sign language and how to take the different points in your hands and your face expression to kind of translate it in words. So approach the communication between the people, the people that doesn't hear with the hearing people. And yeah, your ideas were kind of interesting too.
Yes, what I want to do is a stock price predictor. So I really interested in investing in stocks. Mike or Carmen?
Ironically, I'm interested in the same project that Celeste was interested in, and she introduced it to me. I think that's a really, really interesting implementation to translate sign language to text and not just the other way around. And also, I'm learning how to eat healthier, which is a new thing for me as well.
And on my side, I think I had enough thinking about the smart food app. No, I'm just kidding. I do have some ideas that I have been thinking about, but I think I'm not ready to share yet. But yeah, like I think there is one that I have building in my brain, and I will share it with you guys someday, maybe.
Thank you all. Oh, yep. Thank you all. Thank you to all of our now graduates. This wouldn't be possible without the help of our staff and all of our volunteers. So I'd like to have a round of applause for all of the teachers. There are quite a few here, actually. If you can raise your hands. Thank you all so much for all of the support that you've given the students and given us throughout this bootcamp experience. Without you, they wouldn't have been able to do that. So thank you very, very much.